Hello, at-home learners. All right, hopefully you can see that we have a density tower here. We watched in class one day a video about a 9-layer density tower. This, of course, is only a 3-layer. We've got the greenish layer on the bottom, the bluish layer in the middle, and the clearish layer on top. Now, one of these layers is water, and we need to find a way to figure out which layer is water without tasting it. That is one of the suggestions that the live classes had, was to taste it, but we're not tasting anything in the science lab. Most of the stuff we have is expired because it's not meant to be eaten or consumed. So we're not going to taste, but we need to figure out a way to identify which layer is indeed our water. So I'm going to give you a bit of a hint. I'm going to just leave this jar of water right here and give you a few seconds to think about how you think we could identify the layer of water. So while you're thinking, of course, these liquids are layered because they have different densities. So hopefully you remember which layer has the highest density. If you said green, you're right. The molecules are more tightly packed, so they end up at the bottom. And that means our clear layer has the lowest density of the 3 liquids. Okay, so hopefully you have thought of the idea of actually pouring some more water into the cup. I'm going to tilt it on its side and pour slowly so that my layers don't get as messed up as they could. All right, so I poured in more water. Where do you think the water went? Is the water going to go to the layer that already had water, or is it going to go to a different layer? Well, we know density is constant, and that no matter how much water we have, it all has the same density. And so since we see the blue section is a lot taller than it was, they were all about equal in height before, but now clearly the blue layer is a lot taller. So that must mean that the blue layer is indeed our water. So that's a cool trick for figuring out which layer is the water. In case you were curious, the bottom layer was dish soap and the top layer was cooking oil. Okay, I want you to put some notes in your science notebook about what you observed and especially how we identified the layer water. We poured in more water and observed which layer had a greater